Hello good people, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing us how to draft a shirt collar, and we are going to attach it to this dress you are seeing here after drafting it. If you are new to my channel, you are highly welcome. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so now. If you've already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate your support. So we are going to need our ruler, our gum stay, this here, and of course measuring tape. So now guys, I'm just going to measure the circumference of our shirt. I made a video on how to cut a shirt dress. If you've not seen that video, I'm also going to add the link to the video in the description box of this very video. So by the end of the tutorial, maybe you check it and see how to achieve the cutting of a shirt dress. Now, without wasting much of our time, let's go into today's business. So first off, I'm going to create our baseline. Now I'm going to mark our measurement 9.1, which is here, 9.1. This is for our collar stand. We are drafting our collar stand, so I'm going to also locate my 9.1 here. Now for the collar stand, I'm going to use 1 inch. So I'm marking my 1 inch. Then I'll connect the lines. So now that I've connected the lines, the next thing is to do is to measure up this line like this. Now for our collar 4, we are going to use 1.5 inch. We are using 1.5 inches in the sense that we are making this dress for a female, so I don't want it to be very bold, you understand? So I'll mark 1.5 inch. Then at the top here, see what I'm going to do. At the top here, I'm going to mark 3 inches, double of our collar 4. So I'm going to mark my 3 inches here. Then on this collar stand line, I'm still going to come back by 1 inch. Just note the point here. Now I'm going to create our collar 4. I'm going to connect it like that. With my ruler, I will connect that point there to this place. Now this is our collar 4 and this is our collar stand. Now at this part here, I'm just going to modify this area to have that shirt look. So I'm just going to curve this in like this, you see, to mimic that shirt look. So with this guys, we are done with the collar drafting. So I'm just going to cut this out. Remember, we are cutting out on our gum stay, so we don't need any allowance on this, but you are going to need the allowances on your fabric. So now guys, this is what we have here, and remember we are going to need 2 pieces of our cloth. So I'm going to cut this out again, but before I do that, let me cut out collar 4. So guys, this is it for the collar 4. So remember I said I'm going to cut out 2 for this, so I'll cut again. So now guys, can you see we have our 2 pieces for the collar stand, 1 2, and also 2 for our collar 4, 1 2. So we are going to be heading to our sewing machine. But before you sew, you know we are going to iron this to your fabric. You're going to place it and use your hot iron to iron this very well before you start to sew. Okay, so guys, this is our collar after pressing our gum stay to the fabric, and around this place I fold this in, that my 1/2 inch, I fold it in. So I'm going to sew on it first, and this is our collar 4 we have here. I've also pressed the gum stay to the fabric, and this is the second piece. So now what I'm going to do is to place this collar 4 together like this. I'm going to place it like this, and I'll start sewing from here. I'll sew all the way like that and come down to this point. You understand? So I'm going to sew that. Now guys, I have properly placed the 2-piece collar 4 together, so I'm going to start to sew. So I'm sewing very close to my gum stay, so very close as possible. So now guys, I've done sewing this. Can you see that? So I'm just going to trim off this excess. So now guys, now that I've trimmed off the excess, I can go ahead and turn my collar 4 inside out like this. So at the edge here, you can use your scissors to poke this out. Now guys, I'm done ironing my collar 4 and my collar stand. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to sew around my collar 4 like that. So just sew a tiny line. So guys, now that we are done sewing around our collar 4 like that, the next thing you do is to fold your collar 4 this way and notch the middle of the collar 4. This is something I like doing to make sure that everything sits in place. Then I'll bring my collar stand, I'll fold it also like that, and I will notch the middle of it also. So this helps me not to miss track of what I'm doing. So now that that is achieved, the next thing I'm going to do, you see this side of our collar for that has the gum stay. I'm going to place this one that has gum stay also. I'm going to place it like this. So when you place, you try to match those points that you notch. So this is the middle of it. Can you see that? I like starting at the middle where I have the notch. So I'm going to sew this way, then I will turn my collar and I will sew the other way around. So guys, I'm just going to set this up very well and start sewing. So guys, I've properly placed this very well, so I'm going to start sewing. If you want, you can pin your fabric down, you understand, but I'm just going to start sewing like that. So if you notice, I'm sewing very close to the gum stay. I'm not sewing on top of the gum stay. So at this part, you are still going to repeat what you did to the other part. You align your fabric very well. Can you see? Then we can start sewing. So guys, now that I'm done sewing it, can you see? Sewing around the gum stay that we have. I'm just going to trim. So I'm just going to trim the excess we have before turning our collar. After trimming, you can go ahead and turn your collar stand like that. Can you see that? You can go ahead and turn it, and after turning, you need to iron this. So guys, I'm about attaching our collar to our shirt neckline. This is the shirt and this is the neckline. I notched my neckline here. This is the middle of my shirt, and as you can see, I've already sewn in the shirt placket. Did you see that? Now the next thing I'm going to do, my collar, remembered I notched it before. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the right side of the shirt like this. So if you noticed, you will see that I notched my collar area here. I notched it, and I also notched here on my shirt neckline. So I'm going to merge the two notches together and I'll pin it. I'll pin them up together so that it won't displace. Now I'm going to hold my collar stand like this, and I will place it starting at this point here, the placket area. I'll place them together like this, and I will now start sewing it up. So I've tightened up my stitch there. So now guys, this is our shirt and the collar. The next thing I'm going to do now is to take these rough edges in like so. So I'm going to take them in like this. Can you see? And I'll top stitch on it all the way. Did you see that? So guys, this is it. So guys, now can you see our shirt collar? How neat is looking? Can you see it? So with this guys, we've come to the end of the drafting and attaching of our shirt collar to our shirt dress. If you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet. So guys, that will be all for today. See you on my next video. Bye.